I know you've been patiently waiting for some new sewing patterns, but they're finally here. And let me show you all the details of these 4 new projects. This is the Aspadistra train case, and it comes in 3 different sizes. Size small, this is medium, and large. So small, as you'll notice, is a square, and medium and large are both rectangles. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside. So this is size medium, and as you'll see, there's the front, and this is what it looks like on the back. There's the bottom. And I had a lot of fun designing this pattern because I tried to figure out, I've done a clear vinyl window in the past, but with just strips of fabric, so 4 strips of fabric, and that was relatively easy to get the opening for the clear vinyl. But in this case, I wanted the top piece to be a continuous piece of fabric, not split up into strips. And so to accomplish that and still have the lining side fully finished, this edge is finished with just a strip of binding. So this is the only binding. The binding also serves as sort of a skeleton to make the lid nice and firm, which is really nice, especially since the middle part has the opening for the clear vinyl. And as you can see, the rest of it's fully finished. And this is great for tons of different things, for sewing supplies, cosmetics, if you need to take things with you in your luggage, little toys, all sorts of different things. The sew along video for this pattern is 1 hour and 30 minutes long, and as with all my PDF sewing patterns, the instructions come with full color step photos, and I think you'll really enjoy sewing this project. The Natalma bag came about because of my desire to use a bit of hardware that I had never used in a bag project before. I'll show you in just a second, but as you can see, this bag has handles, a side strap. The side strap also has a bit of padding. This is in the instructions as well. I'll show you the outside, and then I have a couple of other samples just to give you some inspiration for choosing fabrics, but I really love this neon yellow version with tulip pink shells and fish. And then I also made one using this really great floral and sort of a textured webbing for my side strap. And in the pattern instructions, you'll be using a single fabric for the exterior and a single fabric for the lining. But this next bag, I kind of changed it up a little bit because I wanted to feature this really large print with this great striped fabric. So lots of different options here. And when I open this yellow one in just a minute, I'll show you how to mix up the different features in the lining in case you have some scrap fabric that you'd like to use up in your stash. But let me show you what it looks like on the inside so I can show you that special bit of hardware. So on the inside is that special piece of hardware that I was telling you about that I hadn't used before. This is a binder mechanism, and it's available online. You can find it in either US letter size, paper size for this, or A4 paper, and I've made space to accommodate both different sizes of paper. And as you can see, I've got my pattern instructions in the sleeve, or you can punch holes in your paper to have them attached directly to the mechanism. And this is actually super easy to install with either rivets or Chicago screws. In mine, I used rivets, and it was just 2 different double cap rivets, one on the top and one in the bottom. Really fun and easy to put into a bag. There's a mesh elastic pocket on this side. And I'm going to show you one of my other bags because I'm using this bag to hold a block of the month that I'm working on. So I've got everything inside the bag. I've got the PDF pattern instructions, which I've printed out. I made pages for all of my different fabric swatches. I've got the pattern instructions inside the mesh elastic pocket. And then on this side, there's actually an accordion divider. So in the zipper pocket, you can put tools or other small notions inside. And this piece of Velcro over here secures the accordion. I've got all my quilt blocks inside, so there's a divider in the middle so you can have blocks in 2 different sections. And I've got all my blocks labeled, which is really handy for keeping them nice and flat. So I'm really loving using this bag for this particular purpose. And let me show you the bag that was made with different components for the inside. So again, the pattern instructions is just for a single fabric for exterior and another one for lining. This one was made with all different fabrics, and it really makes all the different features of the bag stand out. And it's also super pretty and bright on the lining. So these are all Tula Pink fabrics and Tula Pink on the outside, and just a really fun and useful bag. As the label says, this bag is handmade with love, and I know your bag will be handmade with love also. I'm a visual learner. I don't know if you are as well, but the video instructions for this bag are 2 hours and 58 minutes long. The PDF sewing pattern has full color step photos for just about every instructions. So I've got you covered, and I know you have a lot of fun making this bag. I always love finding creative ways to store all of my stuff, especially notions and things in the sewing room. And so the Tapet organizer was born. As you can see, it's got several pockets on the outside. I designed it with sort of a curved feature so that the zipper could curve toward the back. And there's also tons of storage space in the lining. Here's a close-up view of the front and the back, and might as well look at the bottom while we're at it. Let me show you what it looks like with the zippers unzipped, but before we get to that, I wanted to mention that there's a little strip of Peltex and either rivets or Chicago screws in this handle for some extra stability, which is great for the finished project, especially if it gets heavy once you start loading it up with all your items. But let me show you what the pockets look like when they're all unzipped. So here's the one in the front. There's a mesh elastic pocket so you can put pens, chalk, all sorts of different things. And then on the side are each of the smaller pockets. On the inside, as you can see, there's mesh elastic pockets throughout. So a huge amount of storage space for all of your items. I've seen this bag used for a trip, for toiletries and other things, and it's just maximum storage space and a fun sew. You can either use a single pull zipper for each of the zippers or double pulls. So in this particular project, double pulls were used. In this other Tapet organizer, single pulls were used for all of these. So you have options as far as your zippers go. And this would be a great project to use zipper by the yard. So you can just purchase a single packet of zipper by the yard and cut up all the different zippers for the different segments of this project. The video for this particular project is 2 hours and 15 minutes long. All the aspects of the Tapet organizer are sewn right sides together, so nice finished edges. And I'm a sucker for a project that provides me with some extra organization. So I know you'll love making this, and I can't wait to see your organizers. I'm obsessed with a good backpack, so any excuse to design a backpack pattern, I'm all for it. For this particular pattern, it really challenged me fitting all the different pieces and flaps and pockets together just so. But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and this version I made in quilting cotton. Here's one made with canvas fabric. Love the chickadee print. And then here's one made with vinyl. So lots of different options. Here's what the back looks like. Adjustable straps on the backpack straps. And let me show you what it looks like on the inside. The front pocket has some storage space with a mesh elastic pocket. There's a side pocket on one side of the bag. I really like this curved zipper. It looks really, really great. And then the slip pocket on the side, you can put small items. A water bottle will fit in there. which is great. I've had lots of requests for side pockets for backpacks. And then on the inside, there's 2 slip pockets. So there's a slip pocket in the back. This is quite a large slip pocket. There's another one in the front of the backpack. And actually, I designed this backpack to have a false bottom. So I used corrugated plastic for mine. You can use a different material if you'd like, but the purpose of the false bottom is to help stabilize the bottom of the backpack. So when you put tons of things in it, which you probably will because this is a good sized backpack, the false bottom will help carry some of the weight so the bottom of the bag does not get bowed under due to the weight of the items inside. One edge only is finished with binding, and if you've made one of my other backpacks like the Heartlands backpack, you know sometimes I like to use binding as a structural purpose, like I call it kind of a skeleton to kind of stabilize and firm up the back of the bag, which will go against the wearer's back. And so that's what the binding achieved for this particular bag. And what else can I show you? The adjustable straps. These are really easy to install if you haven't done so already. The padded handles for wearing on your back. And while this is a longer pattern, I think the detailed look of it is definitely worth the extra effort. The video for this project is 3 hours and 5 minutes long. I'm really looking forward to seeing what materials you'll choose for your backpack, the zippers, the different fabrics. I think choosing what you'll make into your project is part of the fun, and so I can't wait to see especially the finished backpacks come through. The 4 new sewing patterns are available now. It's 4 PDF sewing patterns with full color step-by-step instructions and a full-length video for each project. Some say it almost feels like they're sewing along with me in my studio, which I love. So you get all 4 projects and videos for $40. That's through August 17th. And I can't wait to see what you make. As I always say, if I can do it, so can you. And I really do mean it. And I hope you love these projects as much as I do.